Think we're live! Oh my gosh. Well, hello everybody. I think we're all probably feeling the adrenaline going through our system right now. It is, oh my gosh, what was that? Like, what was that?
That was probably the most intense voting sequence I've seen for a while. I mean, it's been 2 years, but like...
Yeah, it was just too much. I mean, let's just accept the fact that it's just so amazing that we're getting Eurovision after 2 years. So this whole hype and, you know, excitement is what we've been living for. Mm-hmm. So
I know
it's such a happy night, but at the same time, we've had some ups and downs.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. Big time. Like, I mean, can we just talk about Belgium? Like, what?
Yeah.
Who goes first?
I was not expecting that at all. Oh, hey, Luke's back.
Sorry.
He's had enough of us already.
I'm too shook. The whole room is shaking.
I mean, I was filming my live reaction, and when they announced TIX, obviously I love TIX. He's my number 5. I was like, yes, and I was like, wait a minute. That means someone can't get through that I love.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
Literally, I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, who is not going to go? And I'm so gutted for Croatia because I personally think that she should have got through. Her performance was really good.
The start of her performance was incredible.
Yeah,
Can I just ask a question while I'm here? Obviously, when the results were revealed, does that mean Norway were first? Does that mean they were first in the actual...
No
particular order.
Find out?
After the final, I think. They don't reveal anything until after the final.
The teasers! Yeah. I wanted to know who, I thought it was Norway. I was like, get in,
what? Norway getting the Azerbaijani vote, like.
Yeah!
I was like, oh my god. Okay, so why don't we go through our thoughts here, especially from the beginning. I mean, for the UK watchers, I've got to say,
what a cringe.
What was that? Like, they ruined everything for me. They don't know what they're talking about. No. Like, the BBC, I'm sorry, but you really butchered it.
That was a proper fail. They lost me at El Diablo, meaning the church.
They lost me at, next up we have Mania, and I was like, Manija?
They lost me at Good Evening.
I know.
Well, pretty much accurate, yeah.
Everything went wrong there, but anyone that's not from the UK, you're probably wondering what the hell are you talking about. It was just the in-between, like, the songs, they had these awful intervals, and let's hope we don't see that in the final, but we probably will.
And just to clarify, it wasn't Graham Norton either. It was Scott Mills and Sarah Cox, because Graham Norton, we know, is a legend.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, the church thing as well. Sorry, it's awful.
It's so bad.
But the opening, that was insane. I think the whole Armin van Buuren and Duncan Lawrence. Ooh, those lights.
Red and black vibes again. Everyone is using either purple or red and black, but I'm kind of here for it.
It was beautiful. I don't know. Oz, what did you think about the opening?
The opening was amazing. I mean, I love Armin van Buuren. Like, I've been a fan ever since day one. And then, like, having him and Duncan Lawrence, it was just so unbelievable. I was, like, actually frozen in my seat for a minute. And I was like, Eurovision is finally happening. Like, we've been reacting for months, and we have been like breathing and eating Eurovision for the last few months, and finally it's happening. And I don't know what you guys felt, but I was like, oh my God, like, it's almost like the one thing that we've been living for a very long time. And I don't know, I cried for a second. Like, I was like, there were like tears coming out of my eyes. It was just such a moment. It was amazing.
It's so surreal.
So surreal.
Just the word on my lips too. So surreal. You didn't even think it was real. The camera work was so slick and so smooth and HD. I thought it was a dream.
Literally. And you know what? I think they did really, really well with the whole postcards not being, actually there. I mean, there was moments where you're like, okay, this looks a little bit engineered, but for what we have, that was amazing.
It was great.
I think the Dutch know how to put on a show. That's all I have to say. Like, it's funny you say that, Oz, about Armin van Buuren. I'm a huge fan too. So I know that they can put something together that's really amazing, and I can see that they've really taken it to their full advantage. And that lighting, that stage, the LEDs, like this is something worth waiting 2 years for. It's amazing.
Absolutely. It was amazing.
Exactly.
I'm still shook.
I know.
I'm still just like, calm down.
I know, literally all of us, I mean, before we joined everyone, like we were kind of like, are we even ready for this? Actually, I don't know.
The only reason I'm wearing orange is because I'm so shook and my face feels so red. I feel like I need the contrasting colours.
Honestly, I'm the exact same, literally the exact same thing. But is there any surprises for any of you during this?
Everything.
Everybody's lips is Belgium. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, when we were at that part where we had to see who is the last one who's going to qualify. I mean, no offense to anyone who's like by the side of Belgium, and I was like, please, no, because I was so pro Croatia and Romania, and I mean, I think especially Croatia because I've seen their rehearsals, and then I was like, this is what a stage looks like. This is what a proper staging looks like, with the colors, with the dancing, with the movements, everything. And then I just cannot believe that they didn't go through. It's
yeah, literally.
The weird thing is, you don't actually know. I so easily go on about, I like all of them. I don't mind who gets through and who doesn't. But then as soon as they start announcing, you know who your favourites are because you go, please, Lithuania, please, Israel.
I know.
I was Lithuania quite late.
I was worried. I was worried about Lithuania not going through at one point, actually, because I was just like,
what Sophia said, Lithuania and Ukraine aren't qualifying. I was like, hold up.
Yeah. For anyone that isn't from the UK, we had the Bucks Fizz lady. She said Cheryl Baker. Thank you, Luke. She said she didn't want Lithuania, Ukraine, and Russia to go through, and I was like,
and Malta.
And Malta. I'm like, are you actually like okay? Like, I know you clearly don't know how to make your mind up. Sorry.
It's a generation thing. My dad, he also said, you know what? I don't like Malta. What a load of beep. And I was like, what?
I know, literally, it was, oh my gosh. But I'm really glad they did, because and Ukraine leaving it to the last minute. No, that was too much for me. That was too much for me. I was dying in the corner. Like, we were like, me and my brother, that's one of our favorites. So we were like, if they don't go through, I'm gonna have to actually sort somebody out.
Absolutely.
No, she's there like, I've got no nails left. They're all bitten through.
They're gone. No, honestly. But yeah, Jude, sorry, you go ahead, Jude. Sorry, I think you were saying something.
No, literally, it was while they're announcing it after Belgium, I was like, hold on a second. We just got Sweden and Belgium. Where is Croatia? Where is Ukraine? And I was like, who's the last qualifier going to be? Because I literally could have seen the last qualifier being any of them. Like, with Vasil's performance, I may not like the song, but he sang well. And I mean, there wasn't much of a cheer from the audience, but he sang well. And
it does make you question everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whenever it comes down to that last line, you're going, this is who I want to qualify. And you're like, but anyone could.
No,
I understand all of the comments now about when people were saying it's either going to be Israel or Croatia. And I thought, well, why can't they both get through? They're both good bops. Yeah. But now I get it. And I was there on the edge of my seat like, oh my God, that means Croatia might not get through. And they didn't.
I honestly think that Israel overshadowed Croatia by looking almost identical color-wise. And they were so close together. It was literally like Croatia, Belgium, dark. And then almost like, oh, let's go back to Croatia, but it's Israel this time.
Yeah.
Slightly later in the show, slightly more memorable, I suppose.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Israel, she hit the note.
She did the hardest note.
And we were told about it for the next 10 minutes on BBC.
I know, literally. He was. What did he say? He said something awful, like, I don't mean the vitamin or something, the B6 or something.
B12?
It's literally, I take that daily, just saying.
Like, our riboflavin levels are okay, thank you very much.
Honestly,
if we have any UK viewers who are watching this live stream, like, feel free to share your comments, because I think we've got a lot to say about them.
Yeah.
It was just
literally, I bet. But yeah, if you do have any comments, please let us know because we'll
please
go through them.
We're watching you.
Yeah, we are.
Can I just say about Eden before we carry on?
Yeah,
Do you think what really helped was that she used the entire stage? She used the big stage, she used the runway, she used the little stage. There was also, you know, if you've seen the Portugal second rehearsal, you know that LED screen they have. She also had a little LED screen in there that was overlooked.
I loved that LED screen with like a neon light versions of her.
She looks so good. It went so well with the music as well. I loved it. Like my brother wasn't too impressed with her, I'll be honest, but he did say that things like the visuals were definitely like the most striking thing. And I think honestly, it went so well. And her hair, her outfit, she looked amazing. And the quick change. They
nailed the camera angles this time too.
I just think you can't fault her. Like she's just great.
I just can't get over her face. Like how she just did that whistle note as if she was just making a cup of tea. Like
she's like,
I know, literally like that. No,
I think you're almost there to hit the B12.
Yeah,
you're almost B12.
I think he's got B12. I think near
B11.
B11.
Be different. B11.
Guys, we're actually going to become as bad as the BBC.
Okay,
No, I'm joking. Okay, so speaking of, any disappointments do you think that you thought somebody would have done better? Oh, wow.
I've got my notes.
Oh my God, I'm dead.
Ireland, I'm wearing green for Leslie tonight. And I mean, okay, her vocals were not the best. But to do all she did, I mean, it was very ambitious. To do all she did while singing, it was impressive. And I was kind of fully immersed in her world that she'd created. I think she may have just been slightly too early on. Wait, hold on. Were most of our qualifiers well in the second half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to even work out the split.
I just wrote down the qualifiers. I didn't even write down the running order. I was so
shocked.
Neither. My handwriting's like...
No, neither did I. The same. I bit my stupid notes.
I've got my phone here, so...
No, but I agree about Leslie. Like, I could tell that there was a lot of ambition behind what she was doing. And it was a cool idea. Like, I was like, this is different. No one's really done anything like this before. But, yeah, I don't know, the voice...
It just seemed a bit rushed to me because in her interview with Nico Tutorials in Look Lab, she actually said something like her rehearsals didn't really go that well. Like I remember something like that she was not really content and happy about a few things. So it just gives me the impression of maybe the whole staging was a bit rushed and maybe they did not reach to their ideal. Because I could see that there were so many things that wanted to be done, but some just looked a bit incomplete in a way. I don't know why, but now that we're talking, it's just coming back to me. So maybe that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I loved the part where she was running through and she was brushing off all of the trees. I was fully immersed in her world.
Yeah.
But on the other perspective and the other side of things, I said to my mum at the time, I said, do you not like the staging? Because she hadn't seen the staging, she just heard the songs. And she wasn't sold on the song anyway. And I said, but what do you think of the staging? And she went, well, it's not about the staging for me, it's about the song. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, that's a different opinion.
Absolutely.
I agree. I think we know she can sing though. This is the sad thing about this. I know she's a great performer. I've seen her on the Eurovision Lives doing an amazing job, like remixing there and then. Like she's a great musician. So for her not to do that well is actually, I think she knew because when she ended, she made you could just tell. I think she just knew it wasn't her best performance, and maybe it was way too ambitious, and they probably should have done something a little bit more.
She was drowned out a little bit by the music. You know, like obviously acts are allowed certain backing vocals this year.
Yeah, there were too many things going on. Yeah.
Too many things.
Yeah,
100%. Like any other disappointments? Sorry, Luke, you go.
She's got such a nice raspy, gruff voice to her as well that I would love for that to shine. But I don't think the song that she supplied really managed to show off that side of her voice because it's very pop rock-esque rather than she would be good in an intimate setting and like more of a song that would expose her vocals, like an acoustic version or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
I think Oz and I are both devastated about Romania.
I am.
I am still there. I'm still there. I am still there. And I think luck wasn't with her tonight. I mean, I could hear something was off, and I didn't know if it was maybe she couldn't really hear herself from her monitors, because it happens because she just sounded a bit off key, but not intentionally. Maybe we will know in a day or two what went wrong there, but I just couldn't hear her fully in the song.
And did you hear about last night? The mess that was last. So there were technical issues with Romania through to the end, where so Roxanne wasn't getting her audio into her ears, or it was out of sync.
That's absolutely what I mean. I didn't know about that.
She had to redo it. So they got the option. Okay. She redid it. Ukraine redid it. Azerbaijan chose not to redo it because Effendi was fine, and Malta redid it. And I think Roxanne, being so anxious already, we knew from the first rehearsal that she was terrified and tried her best. I think that really must have put her off when going, right, this is live now. Yeah. That happened yesterday. Will it happen again tonight?
I think that could be really the case, Jude. That could be really the case, because I could see something was wrong technically, and that was reflecting upon her performance. Yeah. Like that, it's such a disappointment. I'm really sad about it. Really
she looked so good. She looked
visually,
so good.
The entire performance was incredible. Like it looks like her music video. It's just something went wrong with her. I mean, her vocals haven't been the strongest, but they were so good. But
she's so young as well. Like she's a baby. Like I couldn't do that at her age. So that it's like it's a really tricky one. But I think she still did a very good job. Like
I'm
it's
so
not
proud
like
of her.
Yeah, I am.
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. She literally, as you said, Luke, being pulled across the stage.
She was being dragged by the foot. Mike was probably going along
literally, it was like in is it the Avengers when the Hulk gets
the whole thing.
But I tell you what it did do though. It did Azerbaijan the world of favours.
Oh yeah.
It really made their performance stand out a treat.
Yeah,
it really made Effendi deliver.
I was jumping in my living room. Okay, like I lost myself on Azerbaijan.
I bet you were going like this, and
I was like doing my famous.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was really good, guys, and it was so refreshing. I'm really happy. I mean, Turkey is not involved in Eurovision, and Azerbaijan is the closest thing that I could feel like someone who speaks kind of like my language. But apart from all that, like putting all of the cultural proximities aside, it was an amazing performance. So very good job.
She was really good live.
She was very good.
I was impressed.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, did she didn't wear the same thing that she wore in the music video, right? Because it turns out in the music video she was in so much pain. They made her wear something that was actually so tight and she couldn't breathe. And it was really serious, like at some point that she had to stop the whole filming and something.
Oh my God.
It was like a matter of topic that she should have been given something that is quite more relaxing. So tonight, at least she looked comfortable. She hit those notes, and the dancing and the visuals in the background, they all were amazing.
Oh, she looked amazing. Like, I've got to say, we all know how I feel about this song, but the actual song itself performed, it was very, very good. I kind of like what you're saying, Oz, like it reminds me of my culture. So
I know, right?
I actually really enjoyed the song, and I'm not gonna, dwell too much.
But that's right. I mean, it happens to me when I see Armenia. It happens to me when I see Greece, Cyprus, Turkey. So like just those instruments that remind me of the geography that I'm coming from, and it's just so it's sweet.
It is. Sorry, go Luke. Go.
I just want to say, while we're talking about that sort of the thing, and I don't want to ponder on it too much, but I'm just so glad that the political side didn't affect Israel, because obviously I'm not going to ponder on it. It's got nothing to do with Eden. She's a singer in her own right, representing with her own song. And I'm so pleased, because I had a lot of people message me on Instagram saying that they were worried for her. And I said, her personality is 10 to none. She is an amazing woman in all of the interviews I've seen. She's so bubbly, so sweet, so lovely. And I want to be her best friend.
Same. She's so nice.
Yeah.
Like, as you said, like, she seems like the nicest human being ever. And I just think she deserves this so much.
Yeah.
Completely.
And I was a bit worried as well, Luke. I was a bit like, is this going to...
like, please.
Yeah.
I was so worried. I didn't want to say anything, but I was so worried because I did receive a message today on Instagram, and I do have some Israeli followers, and one of them was like please, like, vote for Eden. We couldn't vote here in the UK, so like
we were reminded.
I know. How annoying was that?
We couldn't vote for anyone, but like people were like so sad in terms of people choosing to go political and not voting for Israel. At the end of the day, it's a music contest. It's about musicality. And if we're talking about music, I mean, Eden slayed it.
She did.
She hit the highest note in the history of Eurovision.
Yeah, she did.
She actually made history, didn't she?
She did.
Good on her.
She did. I had a feeling when, you know, we heard that in the music video that would be the highest note, because I was like, no one's done this Mariah Carey-esque note before, you know, like she completely slayed it. She has got the vocals. Like, if we're judging it on that, she's 10 out of 10. Like, you can't say anything bad about that.
Can I just address something as well about the qualifications and shockers? People have been saying to me that they feel a bit out of place because they think that TIX got through because of the romance with Effendi. Now, do you think this is something that we should be talking about, or do you think it's a PR stunt?
I will say he definitely got some more votes from Azerbaijan than he would have otherwise. Because if you've looked at the comment sections under anything, you will see a lot of Azerbaijani people being like, we love you, TIX. And I mean, fair enough. It is a funny thing. And maybe they're just doing it for fun. But I do think he would have got some more votes. But I think the juries will have loved it. I honestly do.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel. But...
I mean, I love it.
We had a group chat, guys, for you watching, just to let you know. Me and Jude absolutely love Norway. We love TIX. We are fallen angels. Nush is based. You're up there on my screen. I don't know where she is on the other thing. You are El Diablo. Oz is the spirit in the sky. I am the fallen angel, and basically Jude, he is the angel. He is
literally
heaven.
No, but yeah, I mean, I'm still not a huge fan of the song, guys. I'll be honest. It just doesn't. It doesn't do that thing to me that it should be doing in my body, and like. It's not that it's not that I don't like him and his other music, though. Don't get me wrong. I think he's great. I think he's so entertaining. I've seen all the interviews with him. He's great. But I just don't. I don't know. I'm not vibing.
Fair dues. It's a song competition. We're all entitled to our own tastes.
Exactly, and that's what makes this so much fun.
Can we talk about the other, not shock, but very, very disappointment? Australia.
Yes. Oh, she looks so good though.
She looked so good.
So good though.
I mean, I was singing falsetto the entire way through that song. I don't know about any of you. My sister was sitting there being like, Jude, what are you doing? But I loved it.
Same. I think
I kind of want to low-key shave my hair and do like stripes of colour in it.
Yes.
Yeah, she looked really, really good. Like, I feel bad for her that she's not there.
Absolutely.
She had my heart in that whole performance because of obviously everything that had gone on. And props to Jendrik, if you've been keeping up with him on social media, what he did for Montaigne. Oh, what a legend. What a lovely man. If you don't know, people watching, he photoshopped her into all of the press conferences, all of the backstage turquoise carpet, etc., etc. And she, bless her, she had my heart. She wasn't there. And I felt like she was an underdog in this semi-final because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put out saying, I've heard so much about people saying I won't qualify because I'm not there. All you need to do is vote for me, which is so true. Like, but I think she could have just been forgotten about by the fact that she was so early as well. And also, I mean, it was very memorable for me. I can still remember the thing, but I don't know what went wrong.
I know. I don't know. I think it's down to the fact that this is such a tough semi-final.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a bloodbath. Like we all knew that.
We knew
last after 2018.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was a bloodbath. That's the best way to describe it, because they were all like, my mum, she's on and off with Eurovision, but normally she like walks in and out. But she was like, I like all of these. Like, there wasn't really anyone that she didn't like. And that's like saying something. I was even watching Americans react to like the songs for this year, and they were like vibing. I'm like, wow, this is like interesting. Like,
Look, you're definitely thinking what I'm thinking. Watching Faber react to Azerbaijan's entry.
Oh yeah. She's the new.
She is the face of America. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she is now. Well, there isn't anyone else. I mean, I might be when I move there. And there's going to be the. Yes.
Yeah, there's going to be an America Vision, Eurovision America. We talked about this, remember?
Yes,
like
we
when
did.
we were together, and it's happening. Like finally.
I know. That's going to be a whole ball game in its own, I think. But anyway, there was a few questions. I think there was one for you, Oz. Who would you pick? Yeah, there was one that's saying who would you pick over Cyprus or Azerbaijan? Because I know that's a hard one for you.
Who asked what? Okay.
Yes, I'll try and find
Who
it.
would I? Okay, this is someone who definitely has watched my top 10 video.
I'm trying to
Oh
find
my
it.
god, do I? Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is okay. I have to answer quickly. Okay, if I have to, judging based on what I saw live, okay, solely that I would see Azerbaijan. But I'm a big Elena Sagrina fan. Like I'm probably the biggest, but
Yes, you are.
I mean,
I know you are.
Azerbaijan, especially in the end, just sort of like made me jump towards the end, and it was just so hype. So I would say Azerbaijan, but it's a very tricky question, and I wish
That is a tricky
they didn't
question.
ask this.
I
To
know.
be fair, Azerbaijan popped off. The last 30 seconds, it blew
Yes.
up.
That bit.
It
That
was
was-
very
that
much
was-
like Cleopatra last year. Obviously,
Yeah.
Cleopatra last year, the last 30 seconds just went bang, 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 bang everywhere. And I was like, oh, where did this come from? Like, it was the same on stage. It exploded.
Literally. A lot of people actually aren't liking Cyprus, it seems. But you know what? Like, I think the contrast between Ireland and her, I think her voice was really good, personally, from what she's doing on the stage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
like-
Elena absolutely smashed that. When she was lying on the floor, it's so difficult to sing and lie down on your back. And then to
Literally.
get up, a lot of people in the fandom were saying, oh no, her vocals aren't going to be very good. She sounded just like the studio version. At first I thought, is this live? And you can tell it was live because you can hear the breath and everything else. And don't get me wrong, of course she had some backing vocals on the chorus because you're allowed, but you could still very clearly hear her. And I thought she smashed it. She was my favourite of the night, if I'm being honest.
She was really, really good. I'm going to talk about my favourite, so one of my favourites. I have quite a few today, but Malta, because I'm telling you that costume change, I wasn't like not a fan of the pink, but this is much better. And you know what? That was like we were saying in our chat, this was almost identical to the music video in the way that she sung it. Like, wow, those vocals, like
she's literally 2 months older than me, and could I get up there and do that? No.
I know.
No.
And she's won Junior Eurovision, guys. She could do this. I genuinely think there's a possibility.
Absolutely.
Luke, what are you thinking?
Luke is like in deep thoughts.
I mean, it's a good song. Do I think it will get an older audience vote? I don't. I thought Roxanne was a surefire hit because I thought she was so relatable, good with a younger audience. But to see her not get through, and now I'm thinking of Malta, and I'm thinking, I don't see it as a winner song. I see it as a good contender, and I see it as a top 5, but I don't see it as the winning track.
I think, it's completely fair. I don't know. I think it was way better than what I was expecting. So for me, I'm probably,
the
more
problem
excited
is,
about
I
it.
think, is that the staging, when you've got a music video that is so fierce and there's so much attitude, there's so many different scenes in there. When I think of Destiny, I think of the part where she's with the bloke and she's kind of saying, I ain't your honey. That part, that's the bit that sticks out to me. So to see it on stage and it doesn't really resemble any of the music video, this is just for me because we're in this fan bubble, so we know what the music video looks like.
Yeah.
I can only speak for myself. But I kind of thought I would see that side of it. And to see another side in a silver dress, and I'm thinking, I kind of disassociate it with the studio version. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I get that, but I was very pleased with how it did look, actually, because from what people have been telling me, they're going, "Oh, her staging's been destroyed." I was thinking, what have they done?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
even
same.
whenever we saw the exclusive rehearsal clip, I was like, they're not showing us much, but I'm liking it. But what else has gone wrong? And then whenever she did that, I was like, yes, this is almost what I wanted. Like, obviously, we could have had her with a chemistry set on stage as a chemistry student. I would have loved that. We could have had her in the waterfall. I mean, if they could do that on stage, amazing. They could have had her with the guys on stage. Anything like that from the music video would have maybe made us feel more at home with the song. But I did love just the burst of color.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. And everyone keeps...
And she was having fun.
She was having so much fun. You could tell she knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely, very professional.
Very professional. But everyone does keep, like, the ones that aren't liking it as well are saying that it's too much like Netta. But I just don't see that.
I don't get it whatsoever.
My brother said it too, and I was like, no.
I understand that maybe the pretense of the song and maybe the theme is a bit female empowerment, but that is literally the only thing you can relate it to with Netta.
I do get it. I have to be honest. I do get the resemblance between Netta and Destiny. However, I think the resemblance is not that obvious. But there are a few things about Malta this year. I mean, she talks about women empowerment, good voice. And then she talks about just this, just liberating power that all women have. And I think in so many visual aspects, there are similarities between Destiny and Netta's performance. However, I think today we've seen at the visual semifinals, like visually, we have seen that they're two different performances. And I think we needed that distinction. Like now I feel like Malta Destiny, she's on her own lane, and she's got nothing to do with Netta, because I needed to see that. Because in the music video, I was like, this is a bit inspired by, Netta empowerment. But now I feel like two different performers and two different messages, and I think they're on different lanes. So that's why semifinals really help us to have some objective ideas.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, why don't we talk a bit about some of the ones that we haven't talked about, like there's Slovenia, which bless her. I think she's got the most beautiful voice ever.
Yeah.
But it was in the wrong place.
Yeah.
It was in the wrong place, sandwiched between Lithuania, who, can we just say, started off with a bang.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then Russian woman with Russia.
Loved it so much. I mean, honestly, from tonight, my favorite is between Russia and Ukraine. Like, the performances were incredible.
I didn't know that you would have picked Ukraine.
No, I absolutely loved both of them. I mean, I've loved Goe. Goe was in my top 5 last year too. And it's like, I mean, it captivated me. It was weird. It was wacky. The LEDs were incredible. But then Russia, I was just sitting there going, yes. She brought everything. She brought everything we wanted from her performance in Russia, but it was completely fine-tuned.
Oh yeah.
Like,
it was amazing.
Wow.
I love Russia so much. Like that chorus, I don't even understand a word she's saying, but I'm like,
I just can't stop looking at her face.
I know.
Her facial expressions are incredible.
It
was so engaging, wasn't it? Like when she left that sort of like costume castle thing in the intro, I was like losing my everything. I was like, this is so clever. This is so clever. And then we did see a snippet of it in the rehearsal, so it was not like a big reveal to me. But the chorus of the song is everything. And I have a feeling that in the finals, Russia will do quite well, because also the visuals, like the visuals, the background visuals, and all those like Russian elements and English/Russian, lines. Yeah. I think one of the best stagings I've ever seen on Eurovision. Can I say that? I think I can. Yes, it was amazing. Russia did amazingly.
And the song itself is just I mean, I had zero hopes when I heard that Little Big weren't going, so I
know
was pleasantly surprised when I saw Manija with this song, because this is everything I like about a Eurovision song. It's got the ethnicity, the costume, just the wackiness, the voice.
Yeah.
And like
her voice
English
was incredible.
And there's bits that you can like, rap along to. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Be afraid. Don't be.
Meanwhile, I'm singing. Oh
yeah.
Love it.
Jude knows like every language, I swear.
It's just, I mean, Norway, I still haven't learned the English words yet. The Norwegian words are stuck in my head.
I think I prefer it in Norwegian anyway. So
# bra for Meg. Whoever Meg is, she needs this bra.
Oh my god, I'm dead. But
a lot of people are talking about Croatia as well.
Yeah, I've seen
Yes,
that.
exactly. I'm just following the comments, and there is a potential trending topic that could go as justice for Croatia.
Yeah. You know what? My mum was really disappointed.
Same, my mum too.
No way.
Guess who wasn't disappointed?
You weren't disappointed?
Oh, Luke knows about this. So whenever I saw the difference between Croatia and Israel, my favorite was Israel. As soon as I saw the snippets, I was like, yeah, Israel was already my favorite song. I went and said that in my video, just like, I was a bit disappointed by what we saw. It was just Albina dancing on that little bit. I did actually love the performance tonight. I got slated a lot. But I stand by it. I preferred Israel a lot more, especially on the night. Her vocal, like Albina's vocals were great. The stage show was great. I just preferred Israel a lot more. Just me. And whenever Croatia didn't qualify, I was surprised because I predicted them to qualify.
Yeah.
But was it when I wanted to qualify? Not particularly.
Well, I would have swapped Belgium for Croatia.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
I would have
100%.
swapped Belgium for sure.
Like, what was the staging there? She was standing there in black.
I'm sorry, but Belgium are in the wrong place. They should not be in the final. That is the wrong place.
It is completely the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place.
And you know what? I did actually quite like the song, but it shouldn't be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a song that is good by itself in the car driving somewhere, but in this contest where the competition is so high and you genuinely have songs that could do really, really well.
Yeah. It's a good song. It's a good song outside the context of Eurovision. Like if I heard that song outside Eurovision world, I would be like, yes, I love this song. And but people would not probably believe this, but I'm a big lover of ballads and depressing songs. My own music is depressing. I sing depressing songs. I love them so much. But if we're talking about Eurovision and that staging, what that Belgium did, I think, that's the wrong place. They've got the wrong place. Seriously.
It really is.
I mean, for me, having Belgium so low originally, like Belgium were probably like my 34th back in the day.
Yeah.
When I saw the staging, it grew on me. Not to the point of qualification, but I was like, okay, I get it. The staging looks good. I still detest the LED. Faces on the LED in that context didn't work. But it felt like I was at one of their gigs. Like, I was transported out of Eurovision to a Hooverphonic concert, which, I mean, fair enough. That could be what they're going for. Heike's vocals were incredible. But it was just kind of like, okay, let's take a quick break and then let's come back.
Yeah. It wasn't
out of my mouth. I'm not being funny. You look at Croatia and you look at Albina, and I mentioned this to you in the chat, how it seemed like she wasn't contending. It seemed like they kind of went, here's already a ready-made pop star with an interval act. Like she'd come in to do her own performance of her new single, whereas Belgium and Hooverphonic already are an established band and already are an established act. And all they did was their act that they would usually do on stage, which props to them. They're staying true to themselves. But it's kind of like a role reversal. I saw Albina as more of a polished pop star who has been doing this for years and years. And I saw Belgium as a contender.
Yeah, I mean, look, Lynn France says France does the black and white stage much better. And I agree that will definitely take things with this type of slower ballady kind of song. And I agree. I think that that's a very good point to make. because I don't think they're gonna do that well in the final. Personally, I don't know.
Yeah.
I said that I didn't think they were gonna get through, so I don't know about my predictions right now. I have no idea. Anything's possible, guys. Honestly,
Really,
exactly.
And yeah, I'm just trying to go through all these questions. You guys, there's so many. I can't get through them.
Did we see Belgium qualifying in our semifinals predictions?
No, we said no.
So let's accept our failure.
Also, I know, right? But we did. I think there was the majority of them we got right.
Yeah, majority of them are quite right. But I think I think we said yes to Croatia. We did say yes to Croatia, and then Belgium was like a no.
Yeah.
So.
And Romania, I think, was a maybe. Ireland was a maybe, but
Ireland wasn't. Yeah, exactly. I think we did well.
Yeah, I think we did pretty well, literally. Yeah. But
I was so proud of myself whenever I did my prediction. I was like, "This is a great prediction. I'm predicting I'm going to get maybe 9 of them right. 7 isn't bad." I didn't. Well, I predicted Australia, Ireland, and Croatia would qualify. They didn't, but I mean, it was a decent prediction. Just balanced out with 7 out of 10 of my favorites got through. It wasn't as awful a semi-final as it could have been for my tastes.
Yeah.
I know for other people, it is going to be a lot worse with, I mean, Croatia was people's favorites. Albania's doing incredibly in Croatia. Like, Croatia love her. Just a shame that it didn't carry across into the rest of Europe.
It's the same as like Romania. Like, she was really high up on the scoreboards for a very, very long time. Yeah. So the fact that she didn't get it, like, you know what? Like, I think she might come back one day to Eurovision. You never know exactly. But
Romania is my Armenia from 2019.
Oh god!
Walking Out was my number 3, and it didn't qualify, and I was like, right.
I know that was a good song. You know, I actually quite enjoyed it. But hopefully, Armenia will be in Eurovision next year.
Hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed.
Can we get everyone back next year, please? Biggest contest yet.
Exactly.
Please.
So why don't we go through quickly what our favorites were of this, and maybe what we're going to expect for the next semi-final, if there's any things that we're expecting to happen. So
I don't want to sound generic, but Cyprus 100%. I was so blown away by her tonight. Honestly, she should be so proud of herself. The vocals on point, the dancing, everything about it. I love the mirror as well behind it. It made the stage look so much more fuller. Like, obviously it was an illusion because obviously they can't have that many people on stage, but it looked so good. I love that she was playing with these women as if they were the devils, and they all. Can I just say, my cover of El Diablo, I think they stole my idea for the red light crystal.
Oh, definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Plagiarism.
You should claim some copyright ID on that.
I get claimed enough. I need to claim.
It's Cyprus too. I mean, give it back.
Yeah.
I even have wings. Anyway, carry on.
Oh wow.
I will quickly say, before we move off from Cyprus, it annoyed me just visually that they were getting cut off from the top of the mirror.
Oh, yes.
But I mentioned it in one of my videos, and someone commented, and actually this is a really good point. The reason why they're not closer to the mirror is because one of the dancers hurt themselves on the mirror during a rehearsal.
Yeah, so
they had to move themselves forwards.
But that's what happened, because she actually said there was like an accident happened on stage on the rehearsal. Which
makes so much sense. But whenever you see it, it just looked a bit jarring.
Okay.
It was like, I love, like, honestly, I'm not a fan of Cyprus' song, and people know that, but it was incredible tonight. It just irked me slightly that you were seeing shots of them dancing and their feet.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Oz, what about you?
I mean, for me tonight was Israel. Eden did so well, despite the fact that she was losing her hair a little bit. Like the whole thing was like coming undone slowly in the beginning, and
it
I was
going up, wasn't it? Like, a bit.
Yeah, but like,
and a bit was coming out the back, and
coming in the back,
and
I was so worried that in the continuation of the performance that we could see an accident, but nothing happened. And obviously, like, there is this whole hype about the high note, the highest note of Eurovision, and it's something new and refreshing, and it's something that I was looking forward to. So I've been really happy about Israel, and Azerbaijan obviously was a 10-10 for me. And also, I have to highlight Lithuania because it was a good start.
Oh yeah,
it was a good start. So like, I was ready for some Eurovision at that point, and they didn't fail to impress. So I would say those
want to
three.
cry every time someone mentions Lithuania. Every time I see them, I'm just like, I want to give them a cuddle. Like,
same. I love him.
Can we just mention as well, while you're talking about Israel, how isolated Eden's vocals were? They were like the only vocals of the competition that you could hear like very, very clearly.
Yeah.
Like, and it was, the acts did have all of that big production behind them, but she was just so plain along. It almost sounded a bit like she was stronger than the music, which I was here for.
Yeah, she was so good. Well, yeah, all the expected ones I like. Okay, Malta, Lithuania, Ukraine, Russia. I mean, I can't tell you one because they're all too good.
They're like your babies.
All my babies. They're fun songs as well, guys. Like, I really need a fun song to win this year. Like, I know ballads and me don't go very well together, but I just think it deserves it because we have so many of them this year that it'd be nice to have something like that win, you know? I don't know. I mean, we have our semi-final 2 to come. Things may change. I don't know.
Things may change. What was the most different thing that you guys thought that happened tonight? Like the most refreshing and different thing, apart from Eden's high notes, because we talked about that.
Yeah, we kind of were expecting the high note in a way, weren't we? I think.
Russian language. I did love it because I can speak the slightest bit of Russian. I was like, yes. Happy about that. Very happy about that.
Lucky for some, Jude. I wish I could speak like that many languages.
What do you think I dedicate all my time to?
I know.
There are two things that really took me by surprise. One of them was Norway qualifying because in my heart I wanted him to, but in my head I didn't think he would. So I'm so mega happy about that. But also I did not expect to fall in love so much with Mata Hari, the performance. I really thought it was going to fall flat. And I was so shocked and so happy and surprised when she pulled it out the bag.
Yeah.
Biggest surprises for me, without a doubt.
I concur, Luke. I concur.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I don't have anything to say about that. No, honestly, I was quite shocked, actually. I was sitting there, we were all like, this is actually quite good.
Yeah.
It was good. And you're right, the ending, I love that bit. That bit's really good. But yeah, like, other than that, surprises. I think Malta, because I was thinking it was going to be 10 times worse than what it was because I saw the rehearsals. And
Malta dropping down the odds, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Destiny.
I know. I mean, there must be something else I'm thinking of. Everything's becoming a bit of a blur now because it was so good.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing was just so smooth and professional.
Yeah.
And like, I think like Netherlands, they deserve a big round of applause for that. It was just so smooth, and like it was almost like the show was pre-recorded.
Yes, I know.
That lady who was just talking while Leslie Roy was getting ready.
Oh my god!
Well, everyone in the Netherlands for doing such a good job. Everybody cheer!
You could tell she was like, "Shit, somebody's told me to improvise. I don't know what to say."
Yeah, I think she was one of the hosts. I watched like one of the things on Avatros, and they had to get lessons in how to think in English. No, Nikki obviously already knew how to think in English, but the rest of them like literally had to go to English classes to be able to think in English to come up with that on the spot, which is so impressive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's because normally the Dutch really know how to speak English. Like I have family that are there, and they're really good with it English. So I'm surprised they're doing that. But guys, we forgot to talk about Sweden.
Sweden.
I was seeing some questions about Tusse. So I don't know if I am correct, but someone was asking whether Tusse deserved to qualify or something like that. So let's talk about that.
I think the song has a great message. I think it's a message that needs to be heard. And I think he's got a great vocal on him. I think every performance he delivers, I like the staging because I think it is symbolic of what the song is. But based on the music and based on if it's going to get people's attention, I wouldn't have put it through based on what I've seen tonight. I kind of think it would have been in comparison to how it was sandwiched in between the other songs.
Mhm.
It was a mid-tempo bop, but it wasn't as crazy and as wacky and as standoutish or as emotional as the other songs that we saw.
Yeah. I mean, my thinking was, I mean, Tussa himself, I love him.
Yeah.
Also, yes, donations. Thank you very much,
Thank
Alex
you.
Lancaster.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Like Tussa himself deserved to qualify. He deserved to qualify.
Yeah.
But with that song, the song never convinced me. It made it into my favorites playlist, and then it was removed from my favorites playlist. It was kind of in and out. And it's Sweden. Like, we know they get carried a decent amount anyway by juries. I think this year was maybe the year to tell Sweden, you're great, but please do better.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, is this the first time Sweden hasn't qualified in a while?
They did qualify.
Oh, they did. Oh, what
Yeah.
am I saying? Oh my god, I'm losing.
I think this is the first time people were properly doubting
I was gonna.
Sweden
I was
qualifying.
no, because I thought I'm surprised that it qualified.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I was like, I thought I'd missed something. No, they definitely. The vocals just weren't as good as what I'd heard him do before.
Yeah.
He seemed a little bit shaky. Again, he's 18, so you know, like.
So is Destiny though. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so maybe we age.
Be heard later.
Can't be.
I think he's a beautiful soul though. Inside.
Oh,
and out,
yeah.
he's such a personality.
No, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
His costume was quite cool. I quite liked that.
Yeah.
My mum said,
yeah.
I like his arm things. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
His arm things, they're really cool. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I don't know. Who else have we not talked about?
I saw some comments that were asking about North Macedonia. So what
Oh my god, we talked about Vasil!
Vasil.
I think there's a reason for that because we all forgot him.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, by the end of the show, I did forget about him. Like, in the moment, I was enjoying the song. I was singing along. But it really didn't. I mean, obviously, his, like, vest reflection thing, it stood out. But it then kind of just got swamped.
I'm not bulletproof. I'm not...
It was just...
Oh,
yeah, North Macedonia. I mean, last year's song I actually thought was a bop. So I was a bit disappointed when I didn't get that kind of energy in this. But yeah, I just didn't think this was the best of his works.
I don't think it suited him because I've seen all the promo videos that Vasil has been involved in, and his energy is through the roof. His fun is quirky. For him, I know this song meant a lot to him, and it's nice for him to really sing his emotions and what he really feels.
Yeah.
But for him to have this song, and can I just say the signature, the move he makes when he sings, the lean back, like that's like the signature, and I missed that tonight.
His personality is quite like contagious and infectious. Like I have had the chance to like listen to his interviews and get to know him a little bit during this time, and I feel a bit bad for him because we were not able to see his true artistic capabilities. Like he has got a really good voice, and he could have done better than a plain Disney song. You know what I mean? Like he deserved a better song. So hopefully we see Vasil in the near future, because I truly, in my heart, know that he can do so much better, and I think he's a very talented man.
100%. Oh, 100% agree. I knew from last year though. I just think he may have got a bit carried away with the pandemic, maybe.
Yeah. And guys, I just looked at the odds. The odds are changing fast.
Well, yeah. I mean,
as usual, they do. So Malta has moved up. France has moved down into third. Italy's still first. Malta is second with 19% from like 14
Italy's
or something.
First.
Italy's first. Yeah. France is third. Ukraine are fifth.
Oh my god! This
Russia?
is crazy.
I hate odds. How can they base it on one
know.
semi-final and clips of the big five, and they haven't even seen the second semi-final
No idea.
yet?
I mean, I love the fact
if you want a good profit.
I love the fact that it's like it is. I think it's completely random, but the amount of countries that are going up is incredible. Russia is into the top 10. San Marino's 11th. I mean, things are changing.
That's the thing. We haven't even heard San Marino.
Yeah, true.
Yet. I mean, I think we're gonna begin with a great bang again on
yeah.
Thursday, and we've got confirmation about Flow Rider.
Yes, we do.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you've been speaking to like San Marino, and it's like your best friend now, Luke.
We're like this. We go out for coffee on a Tuesday. We play Cluedo. No, I was just going to say, speaking of which, she had an interview on UK TV, and Scott Mills again. They were trying to talk to her, and then they just started talking over her. And I'm like, you can't hear when you're both talking at the same time. How long have we had COVID and Zoom for? You should know this by now.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
Rough.
Oh, I'm so sorry for how angry I got in this group chat, by the way, because I could not contain myself. But it just annoyed me. But
no,
I think we all went through some emotions
about the UK broadcasting.
Someone just mentioned the water song, guys. Someone just mentioned the water song.
Oh yeah, the water song.
Yes,
God,
because I think someone also asked. Someone asked about that. The water song was. It's actually a very good idea when it comes to Netherlands because obviously they're surrounded by the whole thing, and. But what I thought was that it could be a really good Eurovision song, don't you guys think? Like it could be a very good. No.
I don't know. There was some cheese to this. I must say. I don't know how I feel about it.
I thought it was cool. It was cool.
As weird as it was, I kind of love it.
I do.
Look, what do you think?
Those. Yeah, Luke, come on, vent.
No comment.
Do you want me to play his clip from one?
No, honestly.
You can if you like.
Water.
I know, I'm joking.
Water.
No, this is the thing. Like, I don't know. I found it a bit random, but her voice was amazing. I think she did a good performance, and my mum loved the visuals. Oh, this is very nice.
Oh, there's a lot of water, isn't there?
There's a water. It was making me thirsty. Or go toilet. Like, it was one of the two.
Yeah.
Literally. Okay. Well, is there anything else we haven't talked about? We've already rambled on for 56 minutes.
Oh wow.
How does that happen? Today was just crazy. This is just crazy. Well, let's just say one more thing before we go, and that's what are we most looking forward to on Thursday?
Right.
Or the final, because we haven't really talked about the big...
I can't deal with any more shocks or surprises.
There probably will be.
I am so excited for Greece. I want to see what this green screen thing looks like.
Yes, definitely.
Me and Oz are obsessed with Greece. Like we have this very drunk video, which one day I'm sure it will come out of me and him just going nuts.
we should actually publish that because that video is just out of this world. It's iconic. It's iconic. That's what Eurovision fans do in their free time.
We got very drunk. We got. Oh, I don't know what happened to Luke.
Like Greece.
Is it because of Greece? If you don't like Greece, you can just say.
No, Stefania is the best. Also, it's made our heads look really.
Anywho, well, I'm also I agree with Jude. Like, I'm looking forward to Greece, and I am looking. Yes, I'm actually looking forward to Switzerland. Yes, I am not as hype as the rest of the fandom about Switzerland. I have to admit. I'm not going crazy about Switzerland. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have done, but I'm not like I'm like that with Greece.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to Saturday when we just sit down and just go crazy about gonna see who's gonna win because I miss that feeling.
Oh my gosh, it's actually so nice to see a crowd. Like I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting it at all. Sorry, I don't know where to look. No, I wasn't expecting a crowd at all. So when we had that, there you are. No, we're just talking about what we're looking forward to most, Luke, on Thursday. But yeah, it was nice to see just people being back together in one room and just enjoying music live. Like, oh my gosh, you have no idea how happy this makes me feel. You have no idea. And yeah, so the things I'm looking forward to, San Marino, Greece. Oh my gosh. I agree with Oz. I'm not a huge fan of Switzerland's song, although beautiful, I must say it is beautiful. But I don't know. I think it's very similar vibes to Duncan Lawrence's song from 2019.
I'm looking forward to Finland.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about Finland.
Oh, Finland. Yes. Finland.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
Ozzy's very impressed.
Yeah.
Finland, yeah.
No, I like them. I like them.
No, they're cool.
Well.
Who? Poland. Oh,
I'm looking
Poland.
forward to their staging because I love an act when they're very controversial and if people hate them because I really want to see them succeed. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Poland bring something out of the bag.
Oh, if Poland qualify, everything will go up in flames more than his pyro.
Literally.
Which they could, by the way. I'm telling you now, like they could qualify because.
Oh, they could.
They
no,
could,
I think they could. I think they could.
Mm-hmm.
There's a massive possibility, but I'm looking forward to obviously Italy on Saturday because they're just amazing and sexy and everything about life. I just love them. Today, when it was so cool when they were there.
I'm also looking forward to Latvia.
Yeah,
like, seriously, personally, because their song grew on me so much in the beginning, and then with the whole, roller coaster of Eurovision, I kind of got lost. But I still feel like Latvia is going to bring something really big on stage, and their message is also quite cool. And I've been a big fan of Nikki's Look Lab lately. I've been seeing I've been watching all of the interviews, and Samantha Tina was so sweet. And her personality is again so infectious, and I just fell in love with her one more time because, to be honest, with her vocals, I thought she was going to be this edgy diva, but she's actually so sweet. No. So I'm just looking forward to Latvia as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Luke, did you say? I think you haven't said yet what your favorites are, or what you're looking forward to. Sorry, what you're looking forward to.
Other than Finland and Poland, can I just mention Nikki as well? That girl is tall. Wow, she owns it, and I love her for it. I love that she's just there, she's doing her own thing. She's this goddess, and I absolutely, like Oz just said about the Look Lab, she brings out the best in everybody. She is such an amazing woman, and I have now become a stan, and I think I am subscribed the hell out of her. She's so nice, honestly, so good. I love her personality. She's so infectious, and she's been doing an amazing job, so I think she needs more credit.
Definitely.
Yeah. I love how Nikki even got to Eurovision. She had, I can't even remember what song it was, but she had a Eurovision song in the background of her first ever YouTube video.
Yeah,
and now she's there.
I mean, she's one of the most famous YouTubers. So I mean, I think this just makes it even more iconic, and she's bringing Eurovision to the mainstream. Even though I do feel like this year more than ever, people know, because the film, we forgot about the film. It's made Eurovision a lot more palatable, I think. Maybe
wait, they made a whole show about the film?
No, I mean the film made the show.
Someone commented that. They were like, someone else commented that on somewhere else. They were like, they made an entire TV show about the film.
Oh my God, I'm dead. That's so funny. But no, you know what I mean? It's made Eurovision a lot more global. So
exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But anyway,
can I just mention this comment? Lynn fan said, I want Nikki as a permanent host to just add her to the inventory like Mans.
We missed Mans tonight.
Oh yeah, we missed the Mans because of stupid UK rubbish.
No idea what he said, but we still missed him.
No. But anyway, let's hope we don't see any of that. But yeah, I think we've talked for quite some time. Don't worry, guys. We will be doing this again on Thursday. Hopefully, these guys can join me. And
I will keep cutting out.
No, don't worry, Luke. It's fine. You are missed in every moment. No, you are. But and we also are planning on Sunday doing one, not on the night of Eurovision. But stay tuned. Plenty of amazing live streams with us Eurovision fans. You don't want to miss that out. So yes. All right, guys. Well,
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
It's been so much fun, guys.
Yeah. Bye-bye. I can't even do it. Bye.